So there are a couple different ways to generate referrals. One is proactive. And the other is reactive. Proactive means that you tell me about a client, I'm going to proactively ask you for that client.
Okay.
Reactive means I tell you what I need, and you react or respond to my needs. So reactive, have you been to a BNI meeting?
Mm.
Okay. Reactive is like BNI. At BNI, people stand up and say, hey, my name's Jim, I own a landscape company, I need to meet
XYZ.
Right. And then somebody will think in their head, and they'll go, oh, I know XYZ, and they'll write down our phone. Proactive is like Jim and you sitting together and you saying, I know XYZ, they have how many employees, they're in this side of town and this much revenue, do you want an introduction to them? And then it's up to me as the business owner to say yes or no. So I'm proactively able to control the amount of referrals that I have.
Okay.
This is the most beneficial way to generate revenue from your referral team.
Okay.
I'll say it again, like this is the way
to
generate revenue from your referral team. Now most people go reactive because it's easy and it feels good, and it puts no onus or responsibility on anybody. So they didn't come up with anything, they didn't come up with anything, I don't know, I'm not getting any results. Okay. Whereas with proactive, if you didn't get any referrals, whose fault is it?
Oh, it's yours.
Yeah. So I use both in the referral team, but the majority is proactive.
Okay.
So the first.
So you're talking right now about the scheduled, the agenda, meeting agenda for a referral team meeting.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So I set that context of the reason why we have certain parts in the referral team meeting. The first one is a name your need, NYN, name your need, referral asking session. So that's how everybody will get oriented to each other, because I'm about to show you how to build your board real fast, basically in 2 months to go from 0 to 20 people. And with that amount of people coming in, people are going to forget who everybody is. So every single session, we always start out with a name your need. Tell us your name, your business, what you do, and then tell us exactly who you'd like to meet. And what I do within that is I spend a little bit of time hot seating them. They come up with stupid stuff like, oh, I just need to meet, anybody that owns a business.
And then, that's always really effective.
Right, not. So, we can talk another time about hot seating. Tony's actually really, really great at a couple of hot seating exercises that help people drill down. Just help them get as specific as possible.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I'm pretty familiar with that stuff. So.
So have an open name your need session, and everybody goes around and help them facilitate the introductions. So if they're going to the next person, and that person hasn't come up yet, just say, hey, anybody got a dentist for Bob? And just make sure everybody in the room walks away with one commitment for an introduction.
Okay.
The second thing that we do is talk about money. And that's who closed business.
Mm-hmm.
So at no referral team that I've ever been to except for mine, does everybody go around the room and say how much business they closed from somebody else in the room. But that's the key of why we're there. So how do you grow unless you measure it? So we measure it every single meeting. And I just go around and say, okay, if you close business, tell us who you got the referral from and how much it was, and I record it. And if you didn't close anything, pass. We go around really quickly, one at a time to say pass, or I got a $7,000 piece of business, and it came from Jamar, and I closed it. And then everybody goes, yeah, they go crazy, we celebrate them, then we go on to the next person.
Right.
But that way, people's believer is increased in the process, so they stick around another month and they continue doing the right things.
Sure.
Their believer is increased in the vision that you're setting for where you're going with your work.
Their what?
Believer.
Their believer?
Yeah. Their belief in you, not their believer.
Yeah, that's okay.
So the believer's increased. Also, where was I going with that? It encourages them to give more referrals, because some of the referral generation systems I have are not easy. Like the kind, like Nikki told me about some of them the first time we did them, and my heart sunk into my stomach, and I was like, ooh, I don't know if I can do that.
Okay.
But people hearing the reinforcement of they're making money, they're making money, they're making money makes me want to go out and create money.
Sure.
Really, it tells everybody what to focus on. We start the meeting off and set the tone of this is about creating revenue for each other. And then what we do is we go through quick announcements. Okay, and this is the announcement of what the activity is going to be. I have an activities chair that's...
Activity at the referral team meeting or at the event?
We have no activity at the referral team meeting.
Okay, because some people do, that's why I was asking.
Yeah, they're not using a referral generation system, which we'll talk about later.
That's right, but you mean event activity?
Yeah, the events activity.
Very good.
We talk about the activity, we talk about coming events, so everybody's on the same page. We talk about the rock and core value. Typically, we've had somebody picked out in our head before. If not, I'll remind everybody what the core value is, explain them what it means, give them all a little sheet of paper, and say, okay, take 30 seconds, vote, and turn it into me.
Okay.
I think that's it in terms of announcements. It's really, here's the activity, this is how it goes. Anybody have questions about this? Nope. Boom. Next. Here are coming events. Here's a rock. Turn in your votes. Boom. And this is 10 minutes.
Okay.
The money part, sometimes it takes 7 to 10 minutes, depending on how many people we have in the room.
Yep.
And this name your name part takes about 30 minutes. So we just eat up your first hour.
Yeah. Okay.
Next is the 411 or strategic invites. This is how we do this. You can do this once or you can do it every single time. But basically what I do is I tell people who sees the same people you do. I give them a sheet with a bunch of lines on it, right? And I give them 5 minutes to just brainstorm who it is. So they write down everybody in there. So, you know, for you it'll be financial planner, and it'll be a business coach, and it'll be marketing coach, and you know. And then I have everybody read off their lists, and we write them all on the board.
Okay.
And then, after we have a board filled with 10, 20, 30, 40 different roles, say, okay, I start with the first one. Who knows a marketing coach? And then everybody seeks through their contacts and pulls up somebody's name and number. Who knows financial planner?
Right.
Focuses on business owners.
Yep.
And we just keep going until I get to the desired number. Now my desired number of invitations is somewhere between 15 and 20. To net anywhere from 5 to 10 at the event. So if you consistently want 10 guests, I'd have 25 people on your list. And the key to making this conversion isn't just sending it upstairs, but is making sure everybody that gave you those introductions calls those people in personally emails them. The other thing to do with this list after you do it once is make sure somebody writes it down. Preferably it's your, not your activation chair, your recruiting chair.
That's presuming we had a recruiting chair.
Well,
there is
recruit
that.
them and then elect them.
Yeah,
hey, welcome to the board. You got a
No,
job.
That's okay. Just screwing around a little bit.
Right. Presuming it's not just 2 of us in a room right now.
Exactly. Right. There you go.
So they keep that list. So then every week you don't have to recreate it. So you don't have to take the time to do that.
Right.
But really, you're just saying, okay. So last week we ended up at the, you know, at the IT guy. So this week we're going to go with business furniture. Who knows somebody in business furniture? Until you get to 25 intros.
Right.
So if you want to build the event fast, you got to do that every single time.